The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there. It's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now 3rd down and 7.
Prescott. Flushed out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. throwing here. Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Purdy.
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
3rd and 3.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shift.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Second down, Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Kevontae Turpin,
82 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
They'll try and run it here. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy and let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Samuel going to go in motion right.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
That's Trayvon Diggs making a big play there for the defense.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Now Purdy.
This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Room past the 35.
And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe get their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Here's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Line 14, line 14. Good trap, good trap. Hey, so sweet.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Check, check, lucky, lucky.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Purdy bootlegging it.
They'll roll him out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football.
Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check, 55, come on.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 42.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
Purdy off the play fake.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Today, boy, what a matchup. 2 NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. 4 yards the result on the first down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
There he goes, right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
There, and yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off, but he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field, and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when
Jake Ferguson,
a 9-yard touchdown grab.
and the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 27. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Dorrance Armstrong in on the stop.
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
The slot man in motion right.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Kittle, the tight end, in motion. Shotgun now with Purdy.
Forced out to his left. And he gets this down inside the 30. Before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
In motion right, Debo. On 1st down, Purdy.
Rolling to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Purdy. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Second and 7.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Play action. Now Purdy.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here is 3rd and 5. Purdy now to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Let's go, dude. It's going to be a long day on this.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Cooks will come in motion right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 4 in half number 1. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
On play action, Prescott. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Play fake, Prescott. And down he goes, the 49ers. And final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Prescott now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot. Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 38 now, here's second and a yard.
In motion left goes a tight end.
They go play action here. Purdy.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here's a 2nd and 5. A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Sliding out of the pocket. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Motion to the left with Jennings.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
A second down throw for Purdy.
And quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! George Kittle, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. Forced out to his left.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Lamb will go in motion.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
A second down throw for Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Prescott yet again. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
First down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. This is 1st and 10.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Oh, and
This is a touchdown or bust drive, and that will definitely help their cause. What a time to come up with a play like that. And now, plenty of time to try and finish this drive in the end zone and take the lead.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
McCaffrey running up the middle, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Here's 1st and goal.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Complete. Pollard.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Here's 1st down. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So 3 points, the deciding margin. And the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, you know, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days. Anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it. But that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss it, I'm not sure we give enough gravity to the idea of, you know, that's a really long kick in a difficult situation, folks. Tough attempt, and he missed.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.